So let's remember what we read. Well, as you can tell, that they really piled on the similes. There are all sorts of similes. So here are some similes that I came up with that I remember from the passage that I read at first. As sugary as a jelly bean is one of them. As smelly as dirty socks. As loud as a fire truck. As sneaky as a snake. As bright as the brightest light. As stubborn as a knot in a rope. Okay. So what ones do you remember from the book? As sugary as a jelly bean. And remembers that one. Yes, good. Notice, as sugary as a jelly bean. Remember, we talked earlier in one of our sessions about how you take a noun, sugar, add a Y, and it's an adjective. Okay. So it is now your turn, okay? This is very exciting. You can get to be very creative here. Choose a family member or a friend and think about what he or she is like. What item can you use to compare him or her to? Like a ruler or a pencil or a teddy bear or an elephant? Now, in the chat, write your simile. Be nice, okay? Write in the chat and I'll try to read some out loud. And I'll let you know who's I'm reading because we've got a lot of friends. We have 600 friends here. So, Paramita says, funny as a party favor. Ooh, I love that. Zara says, sweet as candy. Who's sweet as candy, Zara? Anne says, as delicious as a croissant. Okay. Gianna says, as fancy as a pretty princess. Good. Let's see if we can see any others. Okay, I think there's something going on with all right. My dad is as strong as metal, says Sadvik. That's very good. Andy says, as smelly as a toad. Okay, I don't think that's necessarily a nicer one. Sorry that I am going in and out here. Let's see if we can do one more. My brother is as cool as a PS5. Good. As serious as a teacher, like a superhero. Who's like a superhero? Some of you are giving things like as a superhero or as pretty as something, but who are you comparing that to? I like Andrew's. My brother is as cool as a PS5. Is that one of the video games? Andrew, is that what it is? Cool. Andre, that's not polite, so no. My mommy is as comfy as a blanket. That's a good one. My sister cries as, yeah, okay. My dad is strong as an elephant. Good. As sweet as a jelly bean is my mom. Oliver, that was beautiful. My mom is as soft as a teddy bear. Tim is saying, more hyper than cheetahs. My dad is loud as a fire truck. Okay. Yes. Good. Very good. All right. So let's review. What is a simile? Well, you take two things that aren't the same, but you find something about them that is similar, and you use like and as, and then you get a simile. Tyler says, my sister is as fun like a playground. Very good. Valerie says, my big sister is as tall as a giraffe. Austin says, my mom is as kind as gummy bears. Okay. All right. Very good. All right, friends. So it's time for another stretch and a bathroom break. Ooh, Gianna has a beautiful one. My mother is as beautiful as a butterfly. You should certainly write that in your Mother's Day card. I think she'd really like that one. that you seem like a very, very kind kiddo. That was a nice one. Ooh, Rhea says, my mommy is as beautiful as a rose. That's a good one to put on your Mother's Day card. My little brother is soft as a fluffy pillow. Oh, that's very sweet. My best friend is as loving as a puppy. Yeah, very sweet. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and watch our YouTube video so you can get up and stretch. The Varsity Tutor Monitor is reminding you to be respectful. Folks, there are kindergartners in this chat. Please be respectful and kind. Thank you. All right, I'll see you later.
Do you ever feel as stubborn as a mule? Go to bed. Or as chicken. As a chicken? What up, the nice doggy? How about as clumsy as an ox? You probably do. Oops. Do you sometimes feel as sad as a lost kitten in the rain? Or as small as a mouse? How about totally and completely alone? Or as fluffy as a duck? Or positively batty? Do you sometimes get really, really, really mad? And feel totally out of control, and you don't even know why? Of course you do. Arf, arf, arf. Everyone does. Oink, oink, oink. It's only natural.
Okay, we're back. I'm having a little technical difficulty here, so let's see if we can get this sorted. Let's see. Okay. Let me share that. Okay, let me see if everyone should be on the same sort of spot now. Here. Okay, hello everyone. I'm having a little trouble with the audio, unfortunately, or the able to hear. But anyway, so we're gonna start off with our last vocab. All right, leave. So kindergartners, we have two, let's see, soccer. Oh, it was right, sorry. 2 words for you. The first word is snow, S-N-O-W, and the next word is ball, B-A-L-L. For our first graders, we have a sport that some of you might play, and that's soccer, S-O-C-C-E-R. And then we have, for our second graders, basket, B-A-S-K-E-T. Okay. So hi, kindergartners. We're going to read our kindergarten sentences. So read out loud along with me, please, so you can practice reading. We played in the snow. We played in the snow. Okay, good job. All right, next sentence, kindergartners. Are you ready to read with me? All right, this is someone's name. George kicked the ball. George kicked the ball. Very good job, kindergartners. Good reading. All right, first graders, it's time for you to read with us. Lee, Tom, and George play soccer. Lee, Tom, and George play soccer. And for our second graders, put the eggs in the basket. Put the eggs in the basket. Okay. All right, so now we're going to talk about a new type of word. These are situations where you have 2 different words that you can put together. So, what do snow and ball, our kindergarten words, have to do with each other? Nothing. They don't have anything to do with each other. But you can put these 2 words together and get a new word. So snow plus ball equals snowball. So let's look at some more puzzle words. So we have the word soccer and ball, and we get soccer ball. We have the word basket and the word ball, and when we put those 2 words together, we get basketball. And now we have the word foot with an oo sound, F-O-O-T, foot, and ball. And when we put these 2 words together, we get football. So soccer ball, basketball, and football. We call these types of words compound words. These are puzzle words that we saw that go together to make new words. So we have soccer ball, basketball, and football. So some of you say that you have perhaps done compound words before. Why don't you write in the chat some compound words that you know? What are some compound words that you know? Let me see if I can think any. Well, I know something I would like to have as a dessert would be a cupcake. So we have the word cup and the word cake, and when we put them together, we get cupcake. Prenell says doghouse. That's a good one. Elena notes that butter and fly, when you put them together, you get butterfly. Andrew says strawberry. So you have straw and berry, you put them together. And straw has nothing to do with berry, so it's a very interesting word. Rhea, I love that. Rain and bow. Claire says pancake. Good job. Lydia says blueberry. Ice cream. Good. Toothpaste. Good job, Andy. Yes. We have strawberry again. Paper clip. Good. Taryn says indeed. Kind of. Yeah. Anne says ladybug. That's a good one. Valerie says treehouse. Savannah says doorknob. We've got Melanie says high chair. Gianna says, oh, I missed it. Makeup, hair clip, pineapple. Good job, Emily. That's a good one. Sunflower, blueberry. Yes, Isabel. That's good. Gianna, sunrise. That sounds good. Limestone. Oh, that's a unique one. Good. Is a compound, well, compound word is actually two words. That's a good question, though. Necklace, dragon plus fly, dragonfly. Good job, Ben. Zach says pine cone, bookcase, sunset. Good. We got sunrise and sunset. Wow. Starfish. Good. Ballpoint pen. Good. Cowboy, Venny says. Good job. Yes, they're all compound words. Yes. Ooh, reindeer. Sophia, that's a good one. Alejandro says Minecraft. Yes. Ball pit, Maya says. Yes. Good. Together. Yeah, that has three words. Watermelon, good. Raindrops, Zoe says. Good job. Prisha says sun something. Rainbow, yes. Highways. Piggy bank. I don't know if that's one word. Bookshelf, good. Christmas trees, two words. Art class, good. Bookstore, good. Anna, that's a good one. Okay, shellfish, Madeline, good. Teapot, Leon, good job. Classroom, Zoe, that's a good one. Outer Banks, Nish, are you from Canada? Doorbell, Valley, good. Crownfish, good. Beach ball, Natalie, yes. We got teacup again. Good. Train station, Andre. All right, good. Let's see if there's any more. Golf club. Okay, good. Now, preschool is actually not a compound word. It actually has what's called a prefix, which is a group of letters that you put at the beginning of a word to make it work. Nathan says hallway. Good job, Nathan. Belly button, Christina says. Good. Excellent. All of these are great. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about a new type of literary device. So let's go through all of our little literary devices that we've learned so far. We've learned a lot. We've learned personification. Remember personification? That's giving people traits to non-people things, right? Like the wind whispering. And then we have imagery, right? Where we use words and adjectives to make an image. Sometimes we use words that deal with our eyes or our nose, right? Imagery. And we just learned about similes, which is comparing two things using like or as. And some of you are going to be poets when you grow up. You have really good similes that you use. Wyona is back with her compound words. Pinecone, postman, fortnight, notebook, and Lancelot. Okay. All right, comparison. Some comparisons uses like or as. These are similes. Some comparisons don't use like or as. They simply state that one item is the other. So, since you know that a sun isn't a gleaming pearl, you know that it is a comparison between the two of them. So, you can compare without using like or as. And so we have some lists, a list of them here. Metaphors. Sun, the sun was a gleaming pearl. My baby brother is a cute little teddy bear. My sister's memory is a camera that remembers everything we see. The car seat is a fluffy cloud. Custard is happiness in a bowl. I certainly can think of some desserts that are happiness in a bowl. All right. So let's take a look at some of these comparisons. So in this sentence, what are the two items being compared? So the classroom was a zoo. The classroom was a zoo. What two items are being compared? What two items are being compared here? The classroom was a zoo. And by the way, classroom is a compound word. Somebody gave that to us. Well, the two items being compared are classroom and zoo. When you're in class, you don't have a lot of animals sitting in the seats besides them. So you're not in a zoo, but it's saying that the classroom is like a zoo. So the classroom is a zoo. It means everyone's crazy and they're running around and they're acting a bit like animals in a zoo would. Okay. So here's our next sentence. What are the two items being compared? The alligator's teeth are white daggers. The alligator's teeth are white daggers. Lydia says, alligator and teeth. Very good. So the alligator's teeth and daggers. So they aren't actual daggers. There's not a bunch of knives in its mouth. That would be really weird. But it's saying that the teeth are as sharp as daggers. So they literally seem to be like daggers. And so that's why they are comparing it. Good job, Sadvik. Yes. Okay. What are the two items being compared? The computers at school are old dinosaurs. The computers at school are old dinosaurs. Yes, Liam says computers and dinosaurs. Tiana says the same thing. Good, very good. Kira says computers and dinosaurs. Very good. So the two items being compared are old computers and dinosaurs. And so the sentence, the computers at school are old dinosaurs. Do you know what that means? What the person's really saying? What do you think? The computers at school are old dinosaurs. What do you think they're saying? What do you think they mean? Well, old dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are from a very, very, very long time ago, aren't they? Yes, very long time. Ethan says they're really old. So dinosaurs are really old. So the computers are really old. So you know that dinosaurs are old. So when you relate them to the computers, it really is clear for you. Okay. So now that we know what things are being compared, we're going to read some more metaphors where we're comparing two things without like or as, and you're going to tell me what the metaphor means. Let's see if you can do it. He is a shining star. He is a shining star. So Andrew is comparing a person, a boy with a shining star, and Roger says it means that the boy is a champion, or he is a star. He's really great, isn't he? Yes. Very good. Valerie and Isabel are saying that if someone is a shining star, that means they won something, right? A winner, Gianna says. Good job, Gianna. You're doing great. Okay. So, what does this metaphor mean? The park was a lake after the rain. The park was a lake after the rain. So what does this metaphor mean? Park was a lake. Well, so Ria is helping us. She's saying the lake means full of water. So if the park was full of water, Anne says the park was flooded. So the park is flooded. Zach tells us the park is really wet. KK says the lake full of puddles. Yes, very good. Sophia says it means it rained too much at the park. And Luke says it was very wet. Yes, very good. Very good. Ethan says the park was really muddy and full of water after the rain. Good. All right. And here's one more. What does this metaphor mean? The car was a furnace in the sun. The car was a furnace in the sun. Now, I know we have some little ones, some kindergartners. If you're having trouble following, look at some of the words that you might know, like car and the and and in and the. So you can see the is here and the is here. So we have a wide range. We have kindergarten through second grade. So some of our little kindergartners do a few things, and then we have things for our older students too. If you don't know what this word is, this is a new word to put in a notebook. If you're following along with the vocab, if you have an adult with you, you can write down vocab words that you're learning. You can go back to them. So a furnace, F-U-R-N-A-C-E, means something that creates heat, that's really hot. So let me go over. Roger is saying the car is hot because the sun is shining. Cassandra says it was so hot in the car. Kyle says that the sun was too hot, so the car is hot. Very good. I'm having a little pause problem here. Don't worry, no one left the dog in the car for very long. His owner came back, but it was still very hot, so you can see that the dog is sweating a bit because it was very hot in that car. Erica says the car was steamy. Ooh, Erica, good use of that strategy where we have the noun with the Y making an adjective. So Erica knows her adjectives. Good job, Erica. Cassandra says it was oh so hot in the car. Good job, Cassandra. Okay, so while I'm... Okay. So before we go to our break, Ethan says the car is humid because the sun was shining right on the car. Humid is a great word to use, Ethan. Good vocabulary. And Shan says it was burning. Yeah, so a furnace is something really hot. So we're comparing the car with a furnace, something very hot. Very good. Okay, before we go to our little movie for our bathroom break, ooh, Savannah says it's like an inferno. That's a good one. And Tyler says hot with a lot of exclamation marks. I think, Roger, when you say overwhelmed, you're talking about how overwhelming the heat is? Is that what you were saying? Anyway, can you give me a metaphor? Can you write me a sentence that has a metaphor? Oh, Black says, Victor, not literally for, a metaphor. See if we can see anyone writing a metaphor. So I'm having a little Zoom problem. I don't know if you can see me or hear me yet, but oh, looks like it's coming back. individuals who are writing some more spam, and that is making it very difficult. Camille says it's hot this week, so certainly you could use that as one of your metaphors. So how hot is it, Camille? It says hot. Well, that's a simile. The concrete is an oven. It's so hot. Or you might say, she is like ice. She's very cold. Oh, so we have happiest Santa Claus. Okay, we're still on similes. Oh, the hungry man was a lion at the party. Oh, Andrew says, you are my sunshine. Yes, that's a good one. The house is as cold as Jupiter. Andrea says, that's good. My head is pounding like a hammer hit it. Savannah, wonderful. Zach, my room is a freezer. Good job. Roland says, the grass turns into popsicles in the winter. Roland, that was awesome. Lydia says, the ice is as cold as a snowstorm. Nicole, you would say she is a cheetah. We're doing some similes here too. Feel as hot as the sun. Okay, similes. The dog is a noisemaker. The dog is a siren. Yeah, good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have another bathroom break, and we're gonna come back and finish up with reading one more story, and then we'll be done. All righty. So this one, I think some of the adults will appreciate. You might remember this actress who's going to be reading a story about a little puppy that gets into some mischief here. Victor says he's seen it before. Okay, here we are. Okay, so this is the time you can stretch. Oops.
Welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the Screen Actors Guild Foundation. I'm Betty White, and I think we're going to have a good time today. At least I know I am. Because I'm going to be reading you a book. Okay? I love animals, all animals, baby dogs in particular. So today, I'm going to be reading you a story about Harry the Dirty Dog. It's by Jean Zion, pictures by Margaret Roy Graham. Harry was a white dog with black spots. He liked everything except getting a bath. So one day when he heard the water running in the tub, he took the scrubbing brush and buried it in the backyard. Then he ran away from home. He played where they were fixing the street. He got very dirty. He played at the railroad and got even dirtier. He played tag with other dogs and became dirtier still. He sat down a coal chute and got the dirtiest of all. In fact, he changed from a white dog with black spots to a black dog with white spots. Although there were many other things to do, Harry began to wonder if his family thought that he had really run away. He felt tired, hungry too. So, without stopping on the way, he ran back home. When Harry got to his house, he crawled through the fence and sat looking at the back door. One of the family looked out and said, "There's a strange dog in the backyard. By the way, has anyone seen Harry?" When Harry heard this, he tried very hard to show them he was Harry. He started to do all his old clever tricks. He flip-flopped and he flop-flipped. He rolled over and played dead. He danced and he sang. He did these tricks over and over again. But everyone shook their heads and said, "Oh no, it couldn't be Harry." Harry gave up and walked slowly toward the gate. He ran to a corner of the garden and started to dig furiously. Soon he jumped away from the hole, barking short, happy barks. He followed the scrubbing brush, and carrying it in his mouth, he ran into the house. Up the stairs he dashed, with his family following close behind. He jumped in his bathtub and sat up begging with the scrubbing brush in his mouth. A trick he'd certainly never done before. This little doggy wants a bath, cried the little girl, and her father said, why don't you do your brother Kevin one? His bath was the soapiest one he'd ever had. That's like magic. As soon as the children started to scrub, they began shouting, Mama, Daddy, look, come quick. It's Harry. It's Harry, they cried. Harry wagged his tail and was very, very happy. His family combed and brushed him loving, and he became once again a white dog with black spots. It was wonderful. After dinner, Harry fell asleep in his favorite place, happily dreaming of how much fun it had been getting dirty. He slept so soundly, he didn't even feel the scrubbing brush hidden under his pillow. Did you like that? You're going to like this even better. This is my friend Ringo. I just met him, but he's a shelter puppy who found a wonderful forever home. So he has a happy ending, just as Harry the dirty dog had a happy ending. Thank you.
Okay, here we are. All right, so let's do a little review here. Some of the things that we've learned in this last Power Reader section. Okay. I do apologize. The Zoom meeting apparently is having some challenges with the audio. I think that's because I'm pausing a little bit. So it's okay. Some of you have said you've read that book before. And if you'd like to read it on your own, you certainly can. But anyway, we're going to start reviewing because we're almost finished with our session today. So let's review what we've learned so far, everyone. We can see how things are the same, and that's comparing. We can see how things are different. That's contrast. We can put things in groups. Those are categories. And we can compare different items using like or as, and that's a simile. We can compare different items by saying one is the other, and that's a metaphor. So we've learned about compare, contrast, categories, similes, and metaphors. Boy, that's a lot, isn't it? You folks have done a wonderful job. So now, let's look at our last book for this session. And of course, the best way to end any reading session for young people is to read a Dr. Seuss. And this is one of my favorites. It's called I Can Read with My Eyes Shut. So, as power readers, we always skim. We know that the title is I Can Read with My Eyes Shut. So, what do you think it's going to be about? Well, it looks like we see a cat in the hat again with his little friend, who's a little cat in the hat, and he's closing his eyes, and he's reading a book. So maybe this story is about how this cat can read with his eyes closed. I have a question. Can you read with your eyes closed? I don't know. All right. So, what is this story about? Well, looking at this picture, I'm saying perhaps this whole reading with your eyes shut isn't such a good idea, right? Because I see in that picture, it doesn't look like a great idea. Who are the characters in this story? Who are the characters in this story? Well, it looks like there's the big cat in the hat. And you remember that from one of the books that we read, The Cat in the Hat. And there's a little cat in the hat that's learning all about what the big cat in the hat is doing. Now, usually the big cat in the hat gets himself in a little bit of trouble, doesn't he? Like the cat in the hat coming there and trying to play all these games and it not working. And so in this case, we have a similar situation. And so we're going to take a peek to see if we can see what the book is all about. Okay, I'm going to read along with you because some of you have said you couldn't hear it. So, I can read with my eyes shut. By Dr. Seuss. Okay. I can read in red. I can read in blue. I can read in pickle color too. I can read in bed and in purple and in brown. I can read in a circle and upside down. That's an accomplishment. So you can see the two characters. The big cat in the hat is bragging about all the different ways he can read. And it's getting a little silly. Let's hear what else. Okay, let's hear more about what the big cat is bragging about. I can read with my left eye. I can read with my right. I can read Mississippi with my eyes shut tight. Mississippi, can you do that? That's a long word. Okay, Mississippi, Indianapolis, and Hallelujah too. I can read them with my eyes shut. That is very hard to do. It's bad for my hat and makes my eyebrows get red hot. So, reading with my eyes shut, I don't do it. Okay, so remember we saw this picture when we were engaging with the book, and we noticed that his eyes look awful. So he's saying he can read with his eyes shut, but he doesn't do it an awful lot because it's not so great. So, but it's bad for my hat and makes my eyebrows get red hot. So there's some description, right? Describing the eyebrows with the color. So it's a sight description. It's an imagery. So reading with my eyes shut, I don't do an awful lot. Okay. And when I keep them open, I can read with much more speed. You have to be a speedy reader because there's so much to read. Okay. You can read about trees and bees and knees on trees and bees on threes. Can you hear the rhyme? Remember the last sounds, trees, bees, and knees, all sound the same. That's rhyme. You can read about anchors and all about ants. You can read about ankles and crocodile pants.
You can read about hoses and how to smell roses, and what you should do about owls on noses.
You can read about hoses and how to smell roses, and what you should do about owls on noses.
Young cat, if you keep your eyes open enough, all the stuff you will learn, the most wonderful stuff. You'll learn about.
Young cat, if you keep your eyes open enough, oh, the stuff you will learn, the most wonderful stuff. So he's telling you all the things you'll learn from all those books. You'll learn about
Fishbones and wishbones. You'll learn about trombones too. You'll learn about Jake the pillow spoon and about Fufu the stew.
You'll learn about fish bones and wishbones. You'll learn about trombones too. You'll learn about Jake the pillow snake and all about Fufu the snoo. So fish bones, compound puzzle word. Wish bones, there's a compound word there too. And you can hear bones and trombones, Jake and snake, a lot of rhyming here.
You can learn about ice. You can learn about mice. Mice on ice and ice on mice. You can learn about the price of ice. Nice ice for sale, 10 cents a pail.
You can learn about ice. You can learn about mice. Mice on ice and ice on mice. You can learn about the price of ice. Nice ice for sale, 10 cents a pail. Lots of rhyming going on.
You can learn about sad and glad and mad. There are so many things you can learn about, but you'll miss the best things if you keep your eyes shut.
You can learn about sad and glad and mad. So these are all words that rhyme and are about feelings. There are so many things you can learn about, but you'll miss the best things if you keep your eyes shut. That's the main point of this book, learning about things when you're open to them.
The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go.
All right, very important. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go.
You might learn a way to earn a few dollars, or how to make donuts, or kangaroo collars.
You might learn a way to earn a few dollars, or how to make donuts, or kangaroo collars.
You can learn to read music and play the hut set if you keep your eyes open and not with them shut.
You can learn to read music and play a hutzut if you keep your eyes open, but not with them shut. See, zut and shut, they rhyme.
If you read with your eyes shut, you're likely to find that the place where you're going is far, far behind.
If you read with your eyes shut, you're likely to find the place where you're going is far, far behind. So you don't ever want someone to drive a car with their eyes closed. So where you want to go, he's getting lost now because he's not paying attention.
So, that's why I tell you to keep your eyes wide. Keep them wide open, at least once a month.
So that's why I tell you, to keep your eyes wide. Keep them wide open, at least on one side. That was a cute ending. There you have it, power readers. So, what did we learn in the story? What happened in the story? Well, we learned that the Cat in the Hat was bragging about something he could do, which was reading in all different kinds of ways and with his eyes shut, but he doesn't do that a lot. Then we learned that there's lots of things you can learn because reading is about learning, but you can't see all these cool things when you're not looking, when you're not trying. And so at least try a little bit. It's what the message of the story is, because sometimes stories have a message, and the message is I can read with my eyes shut is be open to learning and be willing to try to learn. That's the message. Well, you've made it. Now you're a power reader. You have learned so much and you've done such a wonderful job, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, power readers, engage with what you're reading. Ask questions, make predictions. Help yourself with the tough words. Sound them out. See if you can find a familiar word to help you figure out what the word means. Use those context clues or ask an adult. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Remember what you have read. At the end of your reading, think about what you read. Answer some questions about what happened or who the characters are so you remember what you read. And always, always, always read with confidence. Well, that's all, folks, as they say. So I'm going to say goodbye to some of you that I see on the chat. Thank you. Aria, lovely to see you. Bye, Addison. Yes, today is the last day. Goodbye. Let's see, anyone else I see? I think we had Claire. Some of you were doing a wonderful job. Daniel, David. Bye to all our Texans and our Californians. Have fun in the sun. Hello to those of you in Michigan. See you later. Thank you very much. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to see that the chat is not responding, so it's harder to do. So yes, today is the last day. This is the end. Thank you so much for joining us. And you've been really patient with all of the tech stuff that's going on, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Alejandro, thank you for being such a great student. I appreciate that. Hi, Amber. Zoe, I would love to. Bye, Sophia. Zoe and Sophia, I've seen you a lot. I'm so glad. Thank you, Adora. That's a beautiful name. Bye, Oliver. Goodbye. Bye, Nicole. You're awesome. Hi, Sophia. Thank you, Senna. You were a great student. Bye, Daniel. Bye, Emily. Nice to see you. Bye. Goodbye. I see a lot of you coming in. Bye, Angel. Bye, Kylie. Bye, Liam. Bye, Thomas. Bye-bye, Thomas. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm going to log on out. Have a great rest of your summer and good luck in school, kiddos. I know you're going to be the top of the class, the best of the best. All right. Bye-bye.